Okay, so today there has been another absolute explosion in price in both the Challengers capsule and the Contenders capsules once again. So I want to talk about why exactly we saw another one of these, yet again just a massive spike, if it will continue, and what we can take away from it to hopefully make some easy flips in money next major. So as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy. And just before we get into it, check out the sponsor, Skin Club. Skin Club is a CSGO case opening site with over 100 cases, a battle game mode, and once again, my personal favorite, with much better odds than the CSGO case opening system, the upgrade system. Today, I did a bit more of a risky trade up to a factory new P90 Asmo because everybody needs a nice P90 skin and a nice double to my money as well. It's all of course provably fair as well, so you guys of course know I have the same odds as you. So if you do want to test your luck, be sure to sign up to Skin Club with that link at the top of the description for a 7% bonus on your first deposit. And of course only be 18 or older if you want to use Skin Club and gamble responsibly. I recommend not pushing your luck too hard. If you get lucky, just cash out. But for now, let's get right into the video. So first of all, let's take a bit deeper of a look at the Challengers capsule. After this initial spike to 50 cents, which I actually said to sell most of your bag on, so bad call on my part, but if you were smart, you actually noticed that this price was completely held and consolidated for around 2.5 days and then completely blasted off again to a peak of 73 cents. Now, the reason why I point out the consolidation and the fact that it sat at 50 cents is because it's really important, and if something like this happens, it usually results in a strong move upwards. I mean, think about it logically. We saw a lot of consolidation in the mid 30-cent range before price broke upwards, then consolidation at the 50-cent range before it broke upwards again. What exactly is happening for this to keep breaking upwards? Well, if people constantly prove they're willing to pay more and more money across the span of a couple days or a couple weeks if it's an other item or whatever, across some period of time, price should break up, assuming there's no outside factors that come into the equation like a Steam sale or an operation or just something random, just assuming it's a normal market. The reason why we saw consolidation for such a long period of time before getting to the 50-cent range though is most likely because there was a lot of supply on the market at that point. Obviously, a lot more people gotta buy to raise the price or get it to a point where we can see a massive spike like this because supply on the market has been lowered by so much. There isn't an infinite number of people that are willing to sell on the market at say the 36-cent point or whatever it exactly was, and if we go to Price Stalker, we could completely see that that's true by looking at the supply on the market throughout the past few weeks. Throughout the 5th to 11th, there was way more people buying than people wanted to list at this mid-30s price. Supply kept falling lower and lower until there just wasn't anyone that wanted to sell in that 30s range compared to people that wanted to buy, and because of that, we saw the price take off. Then supply was so low that we saw this second explosive move, because these things started with tens of thousands of them on the market and hit lows of like below 5,000. It was absolutely crazy how many of these were being bought up, and people really got in late to the party. So if you want to buy these things, I always recommend, if you believe in them, just buy them at 25 cents. But now, if you go back and watch my videos from about a month ago, you'd notice that I was really hesitant about buying into these things in the first place because of RMR. But also, mostly because right after they got removed from the game, they had a massive spike up in supply on the market to the highest point they'd ever been at, and that is not even something we saw with RMR. So I was really hesitant, and I thought it would continue, but I did say if we saw these things starting to fall off in supply on the market, that it'd be a really good sign, and we thankfully did. So next time, if supply looks really similar to the Stockholm capsules, I'm definitely going to be buying a lot of these. Note that the Legends capsule still really isn't on my list of things to look at, as the supply is still just RMR levels of high, which is just crazy. Hundreds of thousands of them on the market alone. Same sort of case with the other two capsules with team player stickers. Even though it is an RMR level supply high, it's still really high, and it just doesn't seem like people want them nearly as much as the Contenders or Challengers capsules. If they do end up increasing in price, which I mean is very possible, I would definitely hold them if you're holding onto them this far. I'd be pretty surprised actually if they got up to this 40-50 cent range in just a few days time like we're seeing with the other capsules, but if they do, it's going to make me really hopeful for the next major, and I might even buy more or just spread out, diversify, buy a lot of different capsules rather than just Contenders or Challengers based on what we're seeing this time around. So at this point, if you own these capsules, if you want to buy these capsules, no matter what, what is the move? What should you be doing? Well, since I said to sell at 50 cents, I'm just gonna have the same mindset here. I would recommend selling at least a good portion of the Challengers capsules if you own them. Personally, I just can't see them continuing their trend upwards this sharp at this point, and I think supply is going to start piling up on the market and there's going to be a lot of people selling at this point. But if you don't agree, I would at the very least recommend keeping an eye on Price Stalker. If supply stays low on the market and we see another consolidation in the 60-cent range, then these things can definitely have another leg up. And similarly to my last video, as for the Contenders capsule, I definitely think they have more room to grow, judging by how big of a spike we've seen in the Challengers, but it's going to depend on how we see supply hold up on the market, which once again, you should keep an eye out on Price Stalker these next few days especially. I would hold off to sell the Contenders a bit longer and definitely see how they perform in the next few days, but that's just me. As always, since they're up so much already, taking a profit here is never a bad idea. I mean, you probably made like 70% after Steam tax, so that's really good. Another thing is I would absolutely not be buying at this price no matter which capsule it is. I never think the risk is worth it when something is this volatile, even though I personally think these things have room for an easy flip. I'm just going to be sitting back, taking notes for the next major in hopes that these capsules contain good stickers, aren't over invested into, which I don't think they will be at this point, and then I'll definitely be dumping my money into those capsules and stickers to make some money. But for now, I'm just fine chilling, seeing where these things top out, seeing how long this run can go, if they're going to increase in the long term, and also seeing how the stickers are doing, because yet another thing I like keeping my eye on right now is the stickers in the Contenders and Challengers capsules. Specifically, I've looked at the Mouse and Entropic hollows, and the reason why I say to look at them is whether you did an unboxing or just bought these stickers when they were cheap and decided not to craft with them, they can very easily make you some good money. So next time around, if you do a capsule unboxing, rather than just selling the stickers that you don't like right away, pay attention to how trends look for certain teams this time around, whether there's certain stickers in the Legends capsule or in the other capsules, and then make a decision there, because depending on how people like the sticker, whether it's as a craft or on the flip side, if supply is too high, even if it looks good as a craft, that might cause it to decrease. Either way, it completely changes the price, and you could lose or make a lot of money holding onto the right stickers for just a few weeks after you unbox them. So definitely keep an eye on that, because I mean, a lot of people like unboxing these sticker capsules when they go on sale when the next major comes around, so why not make some money while you're doing it? But besides that, I think that is going to wrap it up for this video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.